So when we allow our ego to actually be the one who takes the hit, what does that mean to let our ego take the hit? So we have our intuition, and our intuition is going to guide us when something is not right. Our intuition is going to let us know when something is off. And what happens is that because our heart gets in the way, because our mind gets in the way, we don't listen to our intuition. Our heart is always going to be aligned to our truest path. It's going to be aligned to love, to compassion. And our intuition is just going to let us know, polarities, which is good and bad in this realm, because we know that all those things don't really exist. It's just an illusion. So when we allow our ego to take the hit, when we allow our intuition to guide us, and our intuition is leading us towards a path and showing us that a certain individual, a certain situation, some vibes happening, our intuition is going to let us know something is off. So what must we do? We should listen to our intuition 100%. And it might be that the moment is that we have to say no. We have to let go of relationships. We have to do a little bit of cleaning. A little bit of what I mean by cleaning is letting go of some individuals, moving on, maybe letting go of a job or any transition, any change that we must do. We're not going to want to, because the ego doesn't like change. The ego doesn't want to see you prosper. The ego wants you to stay there and be stuck and be in this controlling situation. So when we allow our highest self to actually transmute, and we allow the intuition, our highest self, to lead us in those uncomfortable emotions that comes up. That's the ego. Allow the ego to be the one that takes the hit. So that moment you're gonna feel frustrated. You're gonna feel like, oh my God, I'm feeling so sad. I'm feeling all these emotions because we have to let go of certain people, or we have to, move on to a different job or change, or any transition that we have to do. So when we allow our ego to take the hit, that moment is going to be very discomfort. And that's what the ego is trying to avoid. It's trying to avoid that discomfort. It's trying to avoid, feeling those really emotions. But when we allowed ourselves to feel the emotions, feel how we're feeling, that's the ego taking the hit. It's going to be discomfort for that moment. It might take us a whole day, a couple of days to get over, a couple of weeks. The ego might take longer to heal, but we followed our intuition. So that person that actually was not good for us actually ends up being a miracle that we let them go. But what happens is that we as individuals, our ego doesn't allow us to change, doesn't allow us to move forward, wants to see us get stuck. So when we don't listen to our intuition, when we don't listen to that voice within us, that little gut feeling that something is not okay, and we keep on going because we're trying to avoid the pain of feeling discomfort. But then what happens? We attract these drama. We keep on the same cycle of trauma, same cycle of attracting the same kind of people, because we are afraid to look at our emotions. We're afraid to let the ego take that hit that moment. So let's come back to those high aspects of ourselves. We have our ego, edging God out, and then we have our high self. So we allow our high self to lead us. In those moments where we're going to feel discomfort, it's going to feel discomfort, but I guarantee you that as soon as you pass those discomfort feelings, that you allow the ego to take the hit, and then after you allow the ego to take a hit, things are going to be better and your life is going to prosper. So this is how we can view our life. We can view our life as a miracle. We can view our life as everything always happening, aligning itself exactly how it needs to happen for our highest path. And when we know that God is taking care of us, when we allow the power of the divine to be in our lives 100%, we're moving, we're flowing with the divine. So we allow the ego to take any hit that it needs to take. We allow the ego to feel discomfort. We allow the ego to feel hurt. We allow the ego to feel any sort of however it needs to feel, as long as we can move on and our life will move forward. This is why it's important that we feel our emotions, the moment, and we listen to our intuition 100%. So I am Reverend Nam Shakti, and I just wanted to give you this short video about how to move on, how to allow the ego to take the hit, so you can prosper in your life, so you can actually be the best you can possibly be. I love you.